It's December. Of course, you're going to see a flurry of videos that are alerting you to the fact that next year can be your year. What I want to do in this video is to show you exactly what can stop next year from being your year, especially from a personal branding point of view, because 2025 is the year of brands. 2025 is the year of personal branding. And if you want to be somebody that creates and not just consumes online, you want to put yourself out there, you want to be a leader, a thought leader in your industry. You want to get paid for your skill set and your skill stack, not just a salaried job. You want your business to put you on the map. If you want that, then this video is for you, because when you know what you're up against, then you can deal with it. A lot of times, the things that are holding us back are really right there in front of us, but because we have not taken the time to really look them in the eye and say, I'm not going to let you stop me, well, we just keep living with them and we feed them and house them and just allow them keep us stuck. But the reason why I had to make this video before this year ends is that you know that you are capable of infinitely more than you are doing right now. And I totally understand it, because I was playing small for the longest time. And I was stuck in a place that I didn't like. And I was stuck playing a game that I hated. I didn't like the person I saw in the mirror. And I knew that I was capable of much more, but I wasn't going out to get it. That was the beginning of my story. So if you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Paula Poole, and I'm a personal branding strategist. I help female African founders and entrepreneurs and professionals own their voices. Sounds like you? Let's get into it. I speak to women like you every day, women who know that they have something to offer, women who have concrete expertise, concrete proof of what they have done, but don't know how to communicate it online. You don't know how to build a community. You don't know how to build on social media. You don't know how to start sharing your ideas and putting yourself out there. I get it. I work with women like you every day, but I have also seen women like you overcome all of the things, all of the fears, of the voices that hold them back. And I've seen them go ahead to build spectacular brands and attract amazing opportunities for themselves. And I know that you can too. So watch this video to the end. Take notes if you need to. Send me a message if you need to. But just make sure that everything that resonates in this video, you work on. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest things that holds women like you back from putting themselves out there, from using content and using a personal brand to attract the premium opportunities that are available and out there. I know that for a fact. First off is fear of putting yourself out there. Everybody has that fear. Everybody has fear of rejection. Everybody, or at least starts out like that. Maybe everybody but my 3-year-old, who does not have a fearful bone in his body. And every time we're out there with strangers and everybody's like shying away, he's the first to go introduce himself, maybe apart from him. But fear of being seen, fear of putting yourself out there to be judged, to be criticized, to be talked about is very, very natural. I remember the first time that I decided I was going to put myself out there, I was sweating on that first YouTube video. I was shivering when I put out that first serious Instagram post, that post that says, oh, I'm here to build a brand. You know, you could be posting on Instagram or whatever platform that you've been using for the longest time, but the moment it becomes a real thing, the moment it becomes a brand building activity, it gets really difficult. All of that comes from fear of being judged. All of that comes from what will people say. All of that comes from what if I fall flat on my face and I have announced to the world that I'm going to be a brand? What if they see that I'm not in fact perfect? What if they see that my ideas are shit? What if they see that I don't even know how to do what I'm doing all that well? All of those what ifs come up when it is time to do that thing that you said you were going to do 3 years ago and 2 years ago and last year and this year. I'm going to be real with you. People are going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you behind you. Some will even say it to your face, but you're a tough babe. You are a strong girl. There are so many things that have happened to you that have not broken you. Why is it somebody, some random stranger, or somebody who has not invested in you saying something about the brand that you're building that's going to break you? I wish I could cuddle you. I wish I could come up with some really nice lines of, oh, keep going and whatnot. And I do come up with that a lot of the times. But I'm going to be real with you, because I am on this journey. I have been exactly where you have been, and it is only the decision, your decision, saying, I'm going to do this. I have too much to offer not to put myself out there. Yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I might fall flat on my face. But like Paula said, if you don't stop going, you cannot fail. Right? That is my advice. And maybe it goes against all of the other advice that people have out there. But I have lived it, so I can tell you that if you do not stop, you cannot fail. Now, that brings me to the fear of stopping. A lot of us have that fear of inconsistency, which is natural. That is the second fear I'm going to address. Yes, consistency is the only way you win at personal branding. I have been doing this for 5 years. From 2020, there has not been 1 week that I have gone without putting out something on the internet. So I understand what consistency requires of you. But look at me. I'm a regular girl with children and trying to navigate life. I'm in my 30s. I'm still trying to figure things out. And if I can do it, you can. I did not start out being fluent on camera. I did not start out always having ideas. I did not start out being confident in public. I did not start out with great public speaking skills. All of this is a result of practice. So, I will tell you that 5 years from now, if you don't do this, right, if you don't build your personal brand, if you do not put yourself out there to attract opportunities, if you do not take control of your life, your career, your brand, 5 years from now, you probably still be in same place brand wise, right? You're still going to be not very fit for camera, not very confident, not very able to articulate your ideas. More people will still not know you apart from people who get to meet you in person. And maybe that will be all right. But if you had started now 5 years ago, so we're talking like 2030, right? So if you had started now just at the brink of 2025, or if you had started in January 2025, right? You would have had 5 years to practice your writing, practice your communication, practice your public speaking, practice your ideating, practice the getting of ideas, the originating of ideas, and the communication of those ideas. You would have practiced community building. You would have practiced leadership. You would have practiced a form of self leadership that only comes when you're able to be that consistent. So I understand your fear of inconsistency. But if I can tell you that I was the most inconsistent person that I knew, please believe me. I used to be scared of setting up any kind of appointment at all because I wasn't sure that I was going to make it, or I even didn't want the responsibility of trying to make it. I used to be the person that would never give my word because I was pretty sure I would break it. So imagine that kind of person having one-on-one clients that needed you at the exact time you said you would show up. Imagine that kind of person working with companies that you cannot play with. Imagine that kind of person um, holding group coaching programs where a number of people are expecting you to show up and to come correct. If I can do it, you can. That's what I'm saying. Yes, inconsistency is one of the biggest brand killers out there. But I have a solution for you. And if you are interested, I'm inviting you for our Make It Happen challenge. Now, this challenge is specifically for women who want to use January to launch their personal brands. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going step by step with daily prompts. So every day you're going to get a prompt from me. 1, 2, 3, you don't know if you're not in, but at the end of these 30 days, you're going to have a visible brand, you're going to have the clarity, you're going to have offers, you're going to have a positioned brand, and all you'll have to do after that 30 days is to repeat everything that you did in that 30 days. But for that 30 days, I'm going to be holding your hand. We start 6th of January, so you can join us. The link is in the description. The reason why I decided to do this challenge is because I have worked in different containers over time. I do have one-on-one offers and I do have digital products, but what I realized is that consistency is one of the biggest challenges that people have. So this is my way of offering accountability without the one-on-one coaching price, right? So what we do is every week we will meet, we will hold ourselves accountable. I will answer your questions. So there'll be like weekly coaching. Knowing that we're going to get on a call at the end of 7 days, at the end of week 1, and we're going to talk about how your progress has been, will push you to make progress. So if this is what you want for yourself, and if you have been making excuses and you have been buying courses and not taking them, you've been buying classes and not taking them, you have started and stopped a number of times, then the Make It Happen challenge is for you. All of the details are in the description. Join us. We're starting 6th of January. Now, the third thing that stops women like you from positioning themselves, putting their ideas out there, and building a global community is lack of clarity. You have not really understood, number one, the power that you carry. You have not understood what it is that is waiting for you to birth. You do not understand the gravity of your ideas. You are not clear on the people that are waiting for you to show up so that they can move. There is you with all of your goodness and all of your experience and all of your heart and all of your hard work and all of the education and all of the things that life has shown you, but you do not know how to take the lessons you have learned. You do not know how to see life teaching you those lessons. You do not know how to articulate those lessons, and you do not know how to communicate them in a way that changes other people's lives. That clarity is what I'm going to be helping you with. A bunch of us have so many skills and so many things we're interested in and so many things we're passionate about, but you don't know how to put them together into a brand. There is another set of us that really knows exactly what she wants to be doing, but she feels like there are not really people that need it or people will not find it valuable. There is another person out there that is feeling like, yes, I'm good at my job and yes, I do that, but I'm not entrepreneur material. I'm not the kind of person that builds brands. I'm not the kind of person that is always online, always talking all the time. Let me tell you that all of this is a matter of clarity. Because if you have a clear picture of the change, your solution, your skill set, your experience, your education, your insights can bring to other people's lives, I think your perspective will change. I'm pretty sure of that. Until you find that clarity for yourself, until you really understand who you are in the world, why you're here in this world, and how you're going to be able to make change and build a life of impact and privilege for yourself, how what you have can give you a life of impact and privilege, you're not going to be able to take this seriously. It's still going to be excuses after excuses after excuses. And I mean, you're saying you're done with that, right? All of the things that you've been thinking for 2025 for yourself, if you take January to build that brand, to launch that brand, to position yourself, to learn how you're going to communicate your ideas, I can assure you that 2025 will be significantly different from 2024. Now, I know it's easy to hear all of this and either be scared or overwhelmed, but I have worked with scared and overwhelmed women, and these women ended up leaving confident and self-aware and just in awe of who they are and what they bring to the table. And I want to do the same with you. So, like I said, 6th January, we're kicking off the Make It Happen Challenge. It is literally that make your personal brand happen. And if you're interested, all of the details in the link in description. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Paula Poole and I'm a brand strategist. I'm very, very interested in women owning their power. And if that sounds like you and you're ready to use your voice and you're ready to stop letting ridiculous lies of the devil hold you back, then this channel is definitely one to subscribe to. I'm also on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and I do have a podcast called She's the Brand Podcast. Are you sensing a theme here? Called She's the Brand Podcast. On all of these places, I share amazing tips and tricks and hacks and insights that's going to help you take up space. If you're interested in that, all of my links are in the description. But first of all, like and drop a comment, maybe a happy new year or something, because we're about to go into the new year. And I will see you either in the Make It Happen challenge or my next video or on Instagram or wherever it is that we get to connect. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you guys next time. Bye.